Whether you only have $100 or less to spend, or you've been working multiple jobs like I used to do to save up for something special, I got you covered. In this video, we are going to be looking at the best shoes to buy at 6 different price points. So let's start off with the first price point. If I had $100 or less to spend on any shoe right now, it would be the Adidas Samba. Now, that might seem like a simple or a generic answer by today's standards because it's so popular, but it's popular for a reason. It's super wearable and goes with a ton of different styles and looks, whether it's streetwear or more menswear casual. It's $100 retail price, and recently they have come out with a number of different colorways that add a little bit of flash of color if you want, but ultimately will still go with a lot of your wardrobe. For each category, I'm going to be providing honorable mentions. So honorable mentions, of course, goes out to the Reebok Club C 85. This is a shoe that you can buy for $90, and like I said, similar to the Adidas Samba, nice slim silhouette, can be styled in a number of different ways. And another great shoe from Adidas is the Adidas Campus 2000. This is one of my favorite shoes to wear at the moment. I love this green color as well as the black with the gum sole. It has a nice chunky silhouette, which is becoming a little bit of like a micro trend right now in sneaker culture, these like puffy shoes. But either way, it goes great with some baggier pants if you like that type of look. So let me know in the comments what you guys would pick up at each category. We have 6 in this video. I'm dying to know what your guys' taste is like so that I can help taper my videos, my content towards what you guys are into. So be sure to let me know in the comments what you guys would pick for each category. For the next price point of $200, man, you can get so many good shoes for $200. I would go retail $200. I would go with the Salomon XT6. It is a great summer shoe with all the flashes of color that they have. However, if that's not your type of vibe, they have a bunch of wearable colorways as well, like this green one, or all white, or the all black. Now, if you wanted to pay resale, you can go on StockX and find a ton of great shoes like the New Balance 2002R Protection Pack Rain Cloud. I had no idea this shoe has dropped so much in value. This is one of my all-time favorite shoes that I have picked up, and when I did get them, I paid up to $400 for them. I had gotten it for like a good price because they shot up to like $700, but I guess New Balance has been releasing them, so they've dropped down in value. I literally had no idea. If you look at some of the past sales on StockX, they're going for a really great price. You can also get the Air Jordan 1 Washed Black that just came out. Those are around $180 as well. That is probably one of the better Air Jordan 1 colorways to have released. It has that reimagined type of vibe to it. And it should also be a sign that the Air Jordan 1 market is sort of cooling down because those were very easy to get, which is good if you are a fellow Air Jordan 1 collector and lover, because you know they should be easier to get, which is always appreciated. And the last of the $200 range is that metallic shoe trend that's super popular that I'm a huge fan of, the Asics Gelcano 14. You can get a bunch of those cool metallic colorways as well. And a new favorite of mine is the New Balance 860 V2. You can grab these. They're on the Canadian side. I live in Canada. They're on the Canadian side. For some reason, they're not on the US, but if you can get your hands on these, then you should definitely pick them up. For the next price point is $300. We are getting into some serious heat categories over here. We are going to start off with the Air Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined that just came out recently. This shoe is hovering around $270 on StockX right now, and it is one of the most iconic shoes of all time. Literally, without this shoe, there may not have been a Jordan brand. They almost closed the line off after the 2 because it wasn't very successful. That being said, it is such a wearable shoe, whether you wear it with jeans in the fall or the winter time, or you're wearing them with shorts and socks in the summertime. It is just so much wearability and value that you're going to get out of for $300. Honorable mentions also include the Air Max 1 Pata. This is another shoe that I had no idea was super undervalued. It is going for around $250 or so on StockX right now. Another shoe is the Air Jordan 4 Craft. It is hovering around $320, $350. Another one of my personal favorites, super sleeper shoe. The colorway is very wearable. It has just tones of gray, so regardless of when or where you wear them, they will always look good. Moving forward to the next category, which is the $400 range. Guys, if you've been saving your money, I used to work 2 jobs. I used to have my salary job as a marketing specialist, and I was catering weddings to be able to afford some of my favorite sneakers like the Air Jordan 1 Red, which at the time cost me like $600. So if this is something that you guys are doing, $400, you can get a ton of heat. So let's start off with a similar one, is the Air Jordan 1 Lost and Found. This is one of the most iconic shoes of all time, similar to the 3s because of the history. So the shoe will never necessarily go down in value just because you will always be able to rest on those iconic photos and the dunk contest memories. Plus, it looks great on feet. The Air Jordan 1 is just a super wearable shoe. Some other great shoes that you can get at this price point are the Union Air Jordan 4 Desert Moss, which is sitting around $360. You can get the Stussy Air Force 1, which is another super sleeper shoe. Moving on to the next category, which is $700. We did a little bit of a jump just because eventually there's a law of diminishing returns. I would personally grab the Travis Scott Air Jordan 1 Low in that new olive colorway. It is around $690. Is it becoming a little bit exhausting in terms of those same patterns and colorways? Maybe, but also the right colorway can also revitalize the shoe. I think the Fragment is one of the best shoes of like the last 10 years. Those Fragment 1 Lows. Excellent shoe. Another one is the Jown New Balance 990 V3. Had to show some love to New Balance. Next up would be the Air Jordan 2 Off-White, which you can get around $680. Moving along to $1,000, guys. $1,000. This is like a fun category. $1,000. I know that people can't. Not everybody can spend $1,000, including myself. $1,000 on a pair of shoes is. I have never spent that much on a pair of shoes, and would I think I would if it was the perfect shoe. Grail of mine is the Nike Air Yeezy 2, and I have this feeling that I'm gonna have that shoe by the end of the year. Like, I really have it in the back of my mind that I can get that shoe, and I'm working towards it. But it is going to be one of those purchases where it's like, oof. For retail for $1,000, I would start looking at like an LV trainer. You know what I mean? Start dipping into luxury. Because with that, you are going to get an insane buying experience that is going to be unlike any other, right? They come with calfskin leather. Apparently, it takes 7 hours of stitching for one pair of shoes. So the craftsmanship is going to be bar none. It's going to be excellent. Another honorable mention, similar to luxury, would be the Adidas Gucci Gazelle in this green colorway. This is a shoe that I want so bad. I love this shoe so much. It is like number one on my list of like shoes in a very expensive price point that I want, that I feel like I'm just coming to terms with the fact that I won't own it, but you never know. Another great shoe is the Yeezy 750 Gray Gum. This is another personal grail of mine. So this shoe is, maybe this category is less of like the best to get at 1,000 and like more so like, oh, stuff that I want. But regardless, Yeezy 750 Gray Gum, excellent shoe, and one that I love a lot. So once again, let me know in the comments what shoes that you would get in these price categories. Let's think blue skies here. Let's have a lot of fun. And if you want to check out some other great shoes, super underrated ones that are releasing here, you can check out that video right there. Or if you want to learn about some of the very best summer fashion trends, check this video out right there. So why don't we click on one of those, and I'll meet you guys there. Peace.